this shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think it.
Henny Cday reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys Uncut.
Goddess.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo. We stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running. So only one team over here is Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC, yeah, DC 4L. All day, every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We gotta go to free agency, then we gotta go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny Cday, reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing today? And hey, man, I'm old as a motherfucker right now, man. Today is my C-Day, man. It's my birthday. We in the liquor store celebrating, turning up. And a salute to everybody already showing love out there, man. I see Marcus G in there already. Flip from Texas. Daniel Barreri Sports Highlights. Manzo in the building, man. What's up with you? Chief Fly. Salute to everybody coming to the liquor store showing love, man. It's a celebration. Grab a bottle, send the bottle. We in here we turned up in the liquor store today, man. So, hey, salute to everybody showing love, man. 33 years around the sun, and hopefully a whole bunch more, man. A whole bunch more. But yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, man, because when Jerry Jones gets the opportunity to talk, I do listen. He don't talk as much as he usually talks, man. So when he do talk, I try and listen and pay attention to what's going on, man. As y'all are aware, the Dallas Cowboys had a presser today, pre-draft, talk about some of the things they looking to do, talk about some certain players they're targeting, different shit like that. So we're gonna have ourselves a good time in the liquor store. We finna pull up, have ourselves a good time, discuss that, and we gonna rock out, man. But on the way into the liquor store, though, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, make sure y'all hit that share button, and make sure you slap the dog shit out of an Eagles fan, man. Make sure you slap the dog shit out of an Eagles fan, because you don't really need a reason. They deserve it. For the most part, they deserve it, man. Most of them. They run around eating dog shit and talking crazy, man. So, without further ado, also, you can also hit the Cash App if you want, man. You know, you want to send your boy a couple birthday dollars and help keep the liquor store up and running. You can hit that cash app. It's $ Henny the More. It's at the bottom of the screen, right beneath me. And I appreciate y'all in advance, man. Hey, salute to Johnny Woods and my boy Dunny Chill in the building, man. Thank y'all for tapping in and showing love, man. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and slide on in to the content. Because Jerry Jones said they ain't done, man. Jerry Jones said, hold what you got. We got some more stuff coming down the pipeline. So Jerry Jones spoke today, and this is what he had to say. Hold on, that ain't what he said. Okay, here it go. So shout out to Nick Harris. If you ain't following Nick Harris, make sure y'all do so. Great follow. Always up-to-date information on the Dallas Cowboys. He said Cowboys owner and GM Jerry Jones indicating that the Dallas isn't done in the trade market and outside deals are in the works. He said, we're looking at two things that could happen before or after the draft. Two pretty substantive trades been working on today. Now, listen, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I don't know if Jerry is full of shit. I don't know if this is lip service. I don't know if he's actually out here trying to swing for the fences, right? Because we know the Dallas Cowboys have done a lot of trades. Even this year, they've done a plethora of trades. You know, they traded for Elam. They traded for the linebacker Murray. So they made quite a few trades. You know, they traded for Joe Milton from the Patriots. They've made a lot of trades this offseason. The thing is, though, they haven't made what I would personally call a substantive trade, right? I wouldn't say they made a trade that's is instant impact, huge dividends, you know, big name player. I can't say the Dallas Cowboys have done that. But the issue I have is this. When they say substantive, oh, we finna get the landlord in the building, man. Hold on. He said send the link. Shit, we gonna let my boy landlord slide in here, man. So hold on. I'm finna send landlord the link. And we're gonna keep rocking in the liquor store, man. 33 reels around the sun, still loking. God is good. God is amazing. Yeah, we're gonna keep it rocking in the liquor store, man. Let me go ahead and get my boy this link real quick. Hold that thought. Said, did y'all double tap the screen for Henny's birthday? Yeah, double tap the screen, hit the share button, hit the like button, hit the cash app, man. Yes, sir, ski. Let's see, invite guests. There it go. Hey, landlord, it's finna be in your Facebook account, man. I'm finna send it to your Facebook. Alright, so landlord finna be coming in through the back door. So, I'm gonna give them credit for making trades, right? Because they have made trades, you know, but they haven't made any trades this offseason that I would call substantial needle movers or anything like that, right? So my fear is that in their minds, the kind of moves that they made already are substantial moves. You know what I mean? And in reality, a big time trade or a big time move would be to trade for somebody like a Garrett Wilson. It would be to trade for, you know, somebody like maybe a Trevor Etienne, right? Maybe bringing in a linebacker, a defensive tackle, an instant impact starter, right? That would be a substantial move via trade the Dallas Cowboys could make. And none of the moves that they made so far this offseason actually fits the bill for that. But, you know, I am, you know, optimistic. I'm not gonna say they ain't gonna make a trade, right? Because they've done so all offseason, like I've already mentioned. I just need to know what caliber of player are they targeting. Because listen, I'm not trying to get a depth piece, a rotational guy, especially this close to the draft. If you're trading, that means you're going to be giving up assets, and that's one less player that you can take in the draft. He said pick 12 is going to be Will Johnson, and then 44 is Booker. I mean, that's better than first round offensive lineman. What's up with you, man?
What's happening? What's happening? Let me get the audio right, and we good. Happy C-Day to you, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, also shout out to my boy iRock, man. Hit me with the cash app for my birthday, man. Thank you for the love. He said happy B-Day HTM. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the support, my brother.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all look out for my dog for his birthday, man. Don't even worry about little old me. Y'all send all the love to HTM today. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, I appreciate it, cuz. I appreciate that shit, man. So, Len, I know that you're nefarious. I know that you be moving around. You're probably in a foreign country right now, dealing with the terrorists, doing what you gotta do.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, right? Doing what you gotta do. So my question to you is this: what do you think about those comments with Jerry Jones saying they got 2 substantial trades coming down the pipeline?
I believe it when I see it. You know, if your girl cheat on you all the time,
Damn.
and you know, she tell you she going to the store and it's 12 p.m. where it's 12 a.m. at night, are you gonna believe her?
Of course not.
Okay then. So they haven't gave me, you know, enough faith in them to believe in what they say. So I'm gonna hold my opinion. Mine is close to the vest. I'm gonna wait. I pray they telling the truth. I pray they do something gangster. But you know, I'm sitting back waiting. That's what I'm doing.
Well, I said it like this, man, because they did, you know, give up some stuff to trade for people. But that's my issue. The trades that they made, I wouldn't consider substantial. Because the key word was substantial trades. Like, they've traded for people all off season. You know, that's how they got Elam and all them other folks. But they ain't made no splash for no big name guy or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know something that I didn't like though?
What's that?
It's on subject but kind of off subject.
They
was you seen how much hubris they had in their draft abilities?
Yeah. Kinda sorta.
They was so confident in their draft abilities, bro. And like, I know that don't sound like a bad thing to some people, but we gotta understand who we're dealing with. I'm just hoping that they not trying to feel like they can just save the team with the draft. Like, they that gangster. They just gonna draft people and everything gonna be all right. They're like, we're just so good at the draft. Like, we're one of the best draft teams. Like, we're this and we're that. They said so much about how great they were at drafting. And I just don't want them to be too overconfident to the point where it cripples us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that they feel that strongly about it. Like, because we already know the draft is a gamble, bro. Yep. Like, it's not something that you should be depending upon solely. You know what I'm saying? Like, only thing, all your eggs in that one basket is not smart. That's not a smart strategy. But it seems like the Cowboys feel like they can do that and get away with it.
I mean, they've done it year in and year out. And you know what I thought about, man? And this is sort of off subject, but its own subject. So, you know, I've been having this back and forth with the brother Boss Cowboy, you know, as we prepare for this draft show on Thursday, which is less than 2 days away, bro. It's like a day and a half when you think about it.
Yes, sir.
Which is some crazy shit. But it's insane. The draft is almost here. But we've been having this back and forth, man. You know, he's team Tyler Booker, team Trenches, and I'm team Weapon, of course, right? I'm on the right side of history, in my humble opinion. But the thing that I noticed with the Dallas Cowboys, when you compare what we do in allocating what we got to what other teams that actually win titles, we spend a majority of our first-round picks on offensive lines, and everybody else spends a majority of their first-round picks on skill position players. They spend it on interior defensive linemen. They draft first-round corners. They draft safeties. They are building their entire team up, you know, from the ground up. The Dallas Cowboys believe their version of team building using all your first-round picks on offensive linemen works, and it hasn't worked at all for us. And when you look at the teams that win championships, right? As a matter of fact, I think I still got it up here. I was just talking about this yesterday, so it might still be up here. So listen,
Yes, sir.
this is the teams from the last decade. New England didn't have a single first-round pick that they drafted. Denver didn't have none. Carolina didn't have none. Seattle had 2. New England had 1 in 2016. Atlanta had 1. Philly only had 1 in 2017. Only 1 for New England that same season. So the trend is like they might have a dope offensive line, but they didn't use they own first-round picks on them. It looking like all these other teams are using second-round picks and back, developing them, and signing free agents to build their offensive line. And these are the people that won Super Bowls and were runner-ups in the Super Bowls. So I'm just saying, if we talk about winning football and the way that we actually manage the assets that we have, allocating them around, we ain't doing too good on it. We ain't.
Facts. You gotta do both, man. You gotta do both.
And listen, I throw y'all a bone. Like, let's say the Dallas Cowboys wanted to trade back, get a corner, and then worry about weapon in the second round. That's probably a better allocation line in the first round. Cause think about it, none of the corners you got are first round picks. I know Trayvon Diggs is dope, and he had a first round grade, but he fell to you in the second round. Nobody knew about the Ron Bland like that. He was a 5th round pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Dallas Cowboys have gotten extremely lucky at corner. They ain't spin to be good at corner like that. They just fell into that.
To be fair, they were
tried.
about to.
The Michael Parsons draft.
They was about to with Micah draft, but Micah fell to him, and Surtain got snatched up, and J.C. Horn got snatched up.
I throw him that bone.
They were about to spend that money.
I throw him that bone.
Yeah, they were.
I will give them that.
Yeah.
It actually sort of good. It didn't work out like that though, right? Because imagine.
True, but not really, because Surtain probably just as good in his own right, if you think about it.
But we also have an issue.
I wouldn't trade him straight up for Michael, but I'm just saying, like, Surtain like that. He might be what? He a top 5 corner? What you rank Michael?
You have to say Patrick Surtain is the best corner. He won Defensive Player of the Year this year.
Well, I can't even say Michael the best
It might be
defensive
Patrick
end,
Surtain.
so it might be Pat the better guy then, So that
he said pick 12 going.
It is what it is. You got to get a proper respect,
let me ask you
right?
a question, because he threw this out there. He said pick 12 would be Will Johnson. So how would you feel if pick 12 was the best corner in the draft? How would you feel about that?
I wouldn't be able to break nothing about that. I can't say I wouldn't like it. I understand it, but it still wouldn't be my preference. I understand it. I wouldn't break nothing. I get it. I hope not.
I get it too.
But I get it. Y'all better have a real plan for some firepower after that,
Marcus, Surtain is top 2 when he ain't 2. I ain't gonna hold you. He's top 2 when he ain't 2. When Sauce wins Defensive Player of the Year, he can holler at Surtain. And yes, Angie, I am having a great birthday, man. I done ate real good. All my loved ones done checked in on me, wish me a happy birthday. It's been great, man. It's been great, and we finna go get rich this weekend. Go down to this boat, man. So hey, everything going the way it's supposed to go. But yeah, absolutely, man. Going back to the subject, man, of them possibly making trades. I do have a list of people that's supposed to be on the trading block, and we're gonna see if any of these guys or some folks we would want the Dallas Cowboys to go after, man. All right, let's rock then, man.
Let's do it.
All right. So, draft weekend is also this is I'm gonna give credit to where I got this from. This is from my boy Brandon Laurie, man. Shout out to Brandon Laurie. Make sure you give him a follow and a like, man. Always got some good information on the Dallas Cowboys. So he said draft weekend is also a busy time for trades of players already on rosters. Here are players on rookie contracts who would be deemed expendable. So we got Will Levis from the Titans. There's not a trade. Now we can say we already X'd that one out. The Dallas Cowboys already traded away assets to bring in what's the boy name? Joe Milton. So they ain't finna trade for another quarterback. So we can go ahead and take Will Levis, Levi, how you say the boy now. You can take his ass off the list. Traylon Burks, I don't even mean to diss Arkansas folks. You know I rock with Arkansas. Traylon Burks ain't did enough in the National Football League for me to even want to give a 7th-round pick for him. Like I wouldn't give up a 7th for Traylon Burks. And that tells you all you need to know, because this is an Arkansas guy. And I wouldn't give up a 7th-round pick for Traylon Burks, so we can skip him. Kayvon Thibodeau, Evan Neal, Jalen Hyatt, Sam Howell, Tyree Wilson, Greg Newsome, Travis Etienne, Odell Awai, George Pickens, that's a good one, Rashard White, Kayshawn Boutte. So listen, I was really gonna ask you what's one of these folks you would target, but I already know who the hell you be picking. And you could trade for anybody on this list. I know you're gonna say George Pickens. You alive, nigga? Man, they done spunt on landlord, man. But in the meantime, while I wait for Cuz to get back, man, I think of all the names on this list, the one that probably intrigues us both is George Pickens. Played at Georgia, about 6'3", got 4.5 speed. Well, he got like 4.48, 4.49 speed. But still, he's a guy that's had over 1,000 yards receiving. They say he's sort of a head case, but I like him. You know, I like him. Now, he's coming up soon for a contract. He's coming up real soon for a contract. But, you know, I can hear you fine, man. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. I've been talking. I must have been muted by mistake.
Yeah, we could hear, like the car or whatever, but we couldn't hear you. Say something now. Cause see, we can't hear you. But yeah, I would they say put your seatbelt on, landlord. Yeah, I had to make sure nobody spunked on landlord, man. Like hell, I thought somebody hit my boy up and left him in the driver's seat or something. He said should have traded for ETN instead of picking up Miles Sanders. Hey, at this point, anybody that done lost their job, man, like I don't think that much of a difference. I think Miles Sanders, you know, has more wear and tear on his body. But I also will say that the ETN wasn't too good this last couple of years. You know, he lost his job to Tank Bigsby. So, you know, I don't think there's like a huge gap in between them. You know, I definitely could see the argument for ETN being slightly better. They said someone called 911, Jerry Jones, and hijacked landlord. He said he'll be back once he agrees to offensive line. Man. And see, I'm not going to get to the offensive line thing real quick, man. I ain't finna get into that. But, you know, salute to y'all for sliding in here, though. I understand where y'all coming from. I just think, say, mute him for a second. Yeah, I'm mute for 2 seconds. Hold on. All right. So I got Cuz muted for right now, and we'll bring her back in momentarily. I said a change, it could possibly help them. You know what I'm saying? But I think of all the people on here, I think I would prefer George Pickens. Now I think Jalen Hyatt would be cheaper because Jalen Hyatt has not had nowhere remotely the kind of success you would want from a wide receiver drafted in the top 100, right? But you know, if we're talking about upside, we're talking about coming in being a bona fide number 2 to CeeDee Lamb. Hell, there would be some games George Pickens, you know, will be your best wide receiver. He'll have games where he'll outperform CeeDee Lamb, right? Because he had that kind of talent. You know, I just don't know what the Pittsburgh Steelers would want us to give up to get him. I don't know how much money he's looking for in a contract, because he's somebody that you have to give a contract extension to pretty soon. I think he's in the final year of his deal. So yeah, I like George picking the talent. I just don't know if that will work out. Let me check on Landlord, see he alive. Well, they still spending on Landlord, so he said, why not just bring back Amari, man? Damn, it ain't that hard. They don't want Amari. That's really the thing. And we gotta be honest. Why would Amari want to come back here? How they treated him? They shipped that man for a box of chocolates, and got rid of that man over some stuff that's not, over that stuff that's not even needed anymore. Cause let's keep it real, he got shipped out because of that COVID shot. Jerry Jones didn't like the way that he handled that situation, and they got rid of him. Let's be honest, because it was about injury. They don't really care about that. They gave Michael Gallup a big ass contract. They gave Michael Gallup a big ass contract coming off of injury. They don't care about injury. I also agree with that, Ty. Like, they'll probably go Tyler Lockett. He a veteran. He'll be relatively cheap. That's the kind of things they do. I'm not disrespecting Tyler Lockett. It's just me personally. Receiver, a considerable upgrade over what I already got, and B, I look for A, because I want to pair them up with CeeDee Lamb long term. I don't want to rent nobody. I don't want to go out here and get a guy that's over the hill. I want a young, up and coming stud playmaker to pair with CeeDee Lamb the next 4 or 5 years. Because when I address the wide receiver position, I want to get it out of the way permanently. This is the last time I want to have to spend a top pick on a wide receiver. You'll have CeeDee Lamb, you'll have his running mate, and then you can go out and you can get guys like Jalen Tolbert or guys like a Kyle Williams, or right. You can go out there after that point, and get you one of those low tier guys. Say something, Len.
Mike check.
All right, my dude back.
Okay, my fault, man. I had pulled up at the gas station. I thought my headphones was gonna stay connected, but I think my car intercepted it, so that was the problem. So my fault.
So your car pulled a Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, my car did a Duran Bland and stole the signal from me. So I was trapped in the store, couldn't do nothing. And then, you know how them it was an old man just came up talking to me about my car. So I respect my elders. He telling me every problem he ever had with his car. I'm like,
damn.
Okay. So I ain't want to be rude and be like, sir, I'm doing a show. Leave me alone. But so my fault, y'all.
You Gucci, man. Like, we know stuff happens. And listen, in the words of West, man, we are Cowboy life streamers. We live real life, bring out content, so some life stuff happens. So, but hey, I was asking you though, bro. I was asking you, of those names of the people that I brought up, who would you want the Dallas Cowboys to trade for?
I heard George Pickens. And who else? Who else was the people?
Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up real quick. You good, bro? You good? Here's the list.
George Pickens is, that's my guy from the city, man. Shout out to George Pickens. He's from Birmingham, Alabama. And he's kind of, we kind of crazy out here, man. I'm just be real with you. So, hey, he a dog. I tell you that much. He's a fighter. And he got that YN energy in him. So, hey, if you need some of that on your team, I don't think he'll be a bad option for that.
Real talk. So, here's some other names for you. Jalen Hyatt, the wide receiver from the Giants. He played for Tennessee. He ain't did nothing in the league.
Because I heard you. I started talking, but you couldn't hear me. When you said Jalen Hyatt, I'm like, yeah, he cheap because he ain't did nothing. That's
exactly.
So we good.
Same with my boy Traylon Burks. You know, he from Arkansas, but he ain't did shit since he been in the National Football League.
Yeah, we
Love
cool
him.
on them dudes.
Yeah, I'm good
And I
on
like
him.
the trailer coming out too, though. I ain't gonna hold you. But I like the Mingo too. So we don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see.
Exactly. Sometimes they don't translate, dog.
Sometimes they just don't. Real talk.
Hey, what you think about Rashad White,
I'm not
the running back?
I don't
you know,
recall.
Cause he's not a bad back, but you know I don't think he could be a every down back. He like a complimentary back.
Who that man? Who he play for? Let's see.
The Bucks.
Was he on the team when we played him?
Yeah.
I don't remember that guy.
Let's see. Rashad. Let me see what his stats was last year.
Who was better in college, Burks or Mingo?
I think Traylon Burks had all kind of pass receiving numbers, bro.
Burks was
see.
a little better, I believe, too. They
Let me
similar though, right? In my opinion, they kind of the same tier to me for some reason. I'm talking about the prospect out of
Oh, I'm
college.
talking about Mingo. Yeah. Like Mingo was sort of dope coming out of college.
Mingo and Burks like the same dude to me a little bit.
Yeah, because Traylon Burks' final year, he went for 1,104 yards and 11 touchdowns. He also ran for one.
Them the same dudes, bro.
And then Jonathan Mingo, let me pull Jonathan Mingo up.
Mingo was even more of a receiver though.
I think Jonathan Mingo probably had some crazy ass numbers because that's why everybody loved him.
He
know,
did.
you know, shit like that is why I be looking at Trey Harris sideways, dog. Because it seemed like Ole Miss always had some fire. Well, no. His numbers were all right. He had 861 yards and 5 touchdowns this last year.
What about this year before that?
346.
What?
The year before that was 379.
You know, when I went to Senior Bowl, they were talking like he was like that dude. They was like, that's who I should be looking at.
He all right. He was all right. You know, 861 yards is okay, but I see why the man ain't panning out. He probably shouldn't have been a second-round pick.
It depends on what kind of offense they was running too. Cause you got
that hoe out.
Some people probably look at it like y'all just didn't know what y'all was doing with them. Like, watch what I do with them. You know, Sam Williams was similar to that too. They were saying that they weren't playing Sam the right way. We ain't seen the dividends yet, but we seen flashes.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to see Sam last year. I think that probably would have been when he broke out. It would have been year 3. You know, he put a lot of work in the off season. And they were going to feature him, so he won't get the reps and the opportunities last year. He just got hurt before the season started.
I'm excited about Sam this year too. Real talk.
I am too. You know who else is excited about Sam this year?
Who?
Sam, because this is contract year.
Yeah, he finna go crazy then. Like, how would y'all feel about that? All right, let's take this situation. We can go back to the normal conversation, but I think this is a good question. We seen what we seen from Sam so far. Not really a whole lot. We seen some flashes and some potential. What if he go out here and have a D-Law year?
Like 12, 14
Like,
sacks, some shit.
like 14 sacks, like on the contract year. How would y'all feel about that? Like, would you sign him to what his performance right then demands, or would you be a little reserved of it?
They gonna franchise tag his ass. He do that.
I believe so too.
That's what they did with D-Law. Remember? Then he had to threaten cert. Then he came back, had another double-digit sack year, and then he threatened to hold his surgery off, and they didn't pay him.
Okay, you're right. That's a good solution right though. That's a good solution.
So that's what they do. When they're not sure about a guy, they gonna franchise tag you till you do it again. And hey, kudos to D-Law. He did it again that second year. Held out, got paid, threatened, and he never had a double-digit sack season again, but he got paid.
Is your internet cutting up or is it mine?
Hey y'all, let me know if my internet's still good, cause I'm still here. I'm still holding on strong.
It might be my connection because I'm on the road, man. Y'all forgive me.
It's all good. Shut up, Dustin. What's up with you, Dustin Roberts? They were tapping in and showing love, bro. He said I would sign him. He has more upside than D-Law. Listen, He probably does, but you know, I'm just talking about the Dallas Cowboys and how they operate. You know, they love the franchise tag niggas. Like, I was surprised that they couldn't find nobody to franchise tag this year. Hey, shout out to my boy Keystone, man, for the cash out. He said, "Happy C note, my G. Thank you, cuz I appreciate you for the love, man. And anybody else want to show some birthday love, see they love to your boy, man, hit the cash out. $ hit it the more, man. I appreciate all y'all good people for rocking with me. You there, bro?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's land. All right, so they say I'm good. So yeah, yeah. All love. But yeah, I do like Sam Williams though, man. Like, he led the entire SEC in sacks the year that we drafted him. So I see the potential. I know he's an athlete. He do dumb shit. He do dumb shit all the time on the court. On the field, off the field. But he a great talent. He just got to get the mental part of it together. If he can cut down on the penalties and they can trust him not to do something to set the defense back, he'll play a lot more. And I think he's reached that level of maturity right now. I think he's ready. Some
people just knuckleheads. Like Randy Gregory, he was an old man. He still was a knucklehead.
Yeah.
But I think Sam will be good though. I'm excited about him, man. I think the simplicity of Eberflus system. I think he's just gonna say, "Hey Sam, beat this dude and go get the quarterback." That's what he can do. I feel like he's like that. Like, if he line up in front of you, he probably need to get a little more technical with his moves and stuff, with his package. But I feel like he could just line up and beat your best guy or beat one of your guys. Real talk. Out pure athleticism.
Yep. So my only question would be, in Eberflus' scheme, can Sam play the run well enough? Because he will ask you to do that.
I seen Sam play the run well. We just didn't see it enough as consistent. And I think that was because he was rotational. Sam was blowing stuff up. Remember, like, bro, Sam did everything, bro. He just showed you everything, but it was just in a sample size. That's the biggest problem about it.
Hey, consistency is key. And listen, that's going to determine a lot for Sam this year. Because, like, he'll have a game, you can't block the nigga. I've seen it. Like, he'll have a game, you just can't block him. And then he'll have a game where he has more penalties than tackles. You know what I mean?
I hope he was taking notes from D-Law, though. I hope he was taking some notes from D-Law before he left.
I hope he wasn't taking notes. That nigga was tired.
No, I'm talking about from his technique standpoint.
You know I'm talking shit, man. God bless D-Law, man. God bless D-Law. I'm just talking shit, man.
Because when you got a technician like that, you kind of don't want to see them leave the building without lacing everybody up with the sauce. You know what I'm saying?
I think D-Law was a good vet, man. I think D-Law was a good vet. I don't think that he, was like Brett Favre. I don't think he like Brett Favre and didn't show no love to the quarterback room and no shit like that. I think he showed love to the defensive ends. And hey, 6 times 10s on my end, Jay. 6 times 10, man. If you know, you know, baby. But yeah, man. Diabolical. But yeah, man. Really fuck D-Law. I don't want to talk with none of these niggas ain't here no more.
Don't do D-Law like that. That's a Cowboys legend.
Legendary what?
Don't do that, Hen. Stop it.
You know what? I'm really just talking shit. D-Law
It's your birthday though. Get off. Screw it. Go ahead. Do your thing. Get off on him. If you want to talk your shit, I'm not here to stop you today, sir.
But you
It's your
did
birthday.
though. You done killed.
I had to think about it.
You done killed the momentum at this point, man. I gotta start all the way over. I found that pocket of fuck you energy, and I had just tapped into it, and now I gotta get back into it. So don't even worry about it.
My bad.
You good, nigga?
Yeah, you never should stop a good rant. It don't matter if it's a good rant or bad rant. Like if they in a good rant, let them go.
Hey, it's Gucci though, man. But hey, so we talk about hypotheticals and shit, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let me ask you, man. Would you do this trade? Because this ain't even from Dallas Cowboys Twitter. This is from Texans Twitter. Because they are trying to move up and get an offensive lineman. Like, they do want to move up and try and see if they can get into striking distance for like a Kelvin Banks, right?
Yeah.
So, Cub was talking about Texan trade rumors are hot heading into the 2025 draft on Nick Cosero moving up for Kelvin Banks Jr. I think the Texans would need to jump the Dolphins at pick 13. So here's my trade idea for the Cowboys. Let me know what you think. So they would get number 12. We would get number 25. Their second round pick this year and their second round pick next year. Would you accept that trade offer if you were Jerry Jones? Move back to 25, get a second round pick this year and a second round pick next year.
25 a little too far back for me. But the trade don't sound too bad, but my personal opinion, like you literally could be wiped out at 25. Unless you saying, okay, give me Luther Burden.
That would be my thought process.
Luther Burden might be there, maybe.
You would have to be targeting Luther Burden, and even then, I probably wouldn't trade back outside of 18-19. Just in case.
I don't think I chance that though. Luther might be gone, bro. He might go at 20. Like Abuka been gone probably. I feel like Abuka get drafted first. Before
Bird.
Before Bird.
I can see it.
Yeah, so your last hope at a great weapon right there, unless you going Hampton.
Or you could be going Jaden Higgins.
If you can get Higgins in that range, for sure.
It just depends on who they value. You know how I feel about Emeka Ibuka, right? So he would be my target if I were trading back. But as we already mentioned,
you ain't getting him that far.
I wouldn't trade back to 25 to get him. You know what I'm saying?
25 is taking you like y'all gotta remember, y'all. Of course, in the draft, you always got a chance against some goofy stuff to happen in your favor, and it might be some goofy stuff to happen against you. Yeah, so you gotta be prepared for that. A team that don't need a wide receiver just draft a wide receiver. Like, what the hell is you doing? The Vikings, they just draft a wide receiver. Bro, y'all got 13 receivers over there. But sometimes stuff like that happens. So you got to take all of that into account. But you got to remember, in a draft, y'all, it's not that many. It's 32 first-round picks, but it's not 32 first-round talents. So out of those 32 first-round picks, you might have a halfway 15, 13 legit first-round talents. Like, they would be first-round picks in almost most drafts. That's what I mean by that. You might not want to go back to 25. At 25, you might be getting a second-round player for sure.
Hey, you know what? You know what's funny to piggyback on that? The 49ers said they had 20 first-round grades, and everybody looked at them like they were crazy.
I bet they did.
They're like, nigga, that's way too many.
Y'all fucking up.
And that tells you how few true first round picks they are in most drafts, honestly, but that's for this one.
So if you going 25, sir, you in second round territory. You might as well trade it all the way out to first if that's the case. So I ain't going no further than about, if I'm 12, I might go to 20 at the furthest. 20 is the furthest I'm going.
And that would be the Denver Broncos. Now, I don't have that because it already been called out. They already said it was bullshit, fake news, alternative facts, whatever you want to call it. They already said it wasn't true. But there was a post going around that the Dallas Cowboys could consider trading with the Denver Broncos. We would have to give up pick 12. We'll get pick 20, and we get Cortland Sutton and their second round picker. No, matter of fact, I forget the actual deal. Let me look on this motherfucker and tell you. But it was some wild shit. It'd be like we get Cortland Sutton and like a 4th round pick or some shit. So, you know, I don't know if I would make that trade either. Cause I think Cortland Sutton is too damn old for me to be trying to trade down 8 spots to get. You know what I'm talking about?
How far do he move the needle for you?
He's better than what we have, but I don't think he's like a super difference maker. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's
CD
not
Lamb a 10, where he at?
like 7, 6'5". He's not bad. But you know, with burner, a good, only an okay route runner. Good hands though, so like he's really the low side of what Tech could be. If Tech could be Portland Sutton, I think that's what you want to Tech at that point. You know what I mean? Because NFL had like 2 outstanding Portland Sutton.
I think the internet monster got you now. You here? I don't think it's me this time. I don't know.
Oh, and I think they said the Cortland Sutton wants to get paid, so I damn sure ain't finna pay that old ass nigga.
Hell no, I'm good on that.
Boy, get your
Give me
old...
the young buck that can grow with CD Lamb.
That's really what I want. Because for the people that mad at us for wanting weapons, after we got a 1st round pick, we ain't gonna have to spend a 1st round pick on another wide receiver in a decade.
It said it's chopping up. Is it both of us or just him? Cause you chopping up on my end. Him.
I look perfectly fine on my end part. They said chopped up, internet monster. I said I'm good now.
Say you good now.
Oh, we good. We Gucci. What's up, Philly?
Well, leave it alone then.
Yeah, he said, "What's good, Aki?" Yeah, man. Yeah, but God is good though, man. Yeah, I don't want no old ass nigga. You know, I want.
If you ain't a superstar, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I might take an old Tyreek Hill. How old Tyreek Hill is? I might take him. He was a superstar. Like I know he's
in
still
his
dope.
30s.
I'll take Tyreek right now.
They said it was me. Damn. They said it was
I told
Henny.
you, it was messing up on my side. But
they said that in unison, like they was snitching on me. Like, damn, hold on,
yeah,
man.
they told on your ass. I've been messing up. Now it's your turn. But yeah, man, real talk. I'll take an old Tyreek.
Yeah, I think he still got it. You know what I'm saying? He's probably still a better wide receiver right now than Cortland Sutton is. You know what I mean? And he brings a dimension to the team that Cortland Sutton doesn't.
And he always been a better receiver than
Always.
Cortland Sutton.
Always.
His whole life. So, yeah.
They said my shit trash. Fuck you too, JJ. But you my nigga though.
JJ don't do nothing but hate. I told you, he was talking his mind I ever seen in my life.
Man, JJ talks so much shit to be in mind.
Boy, he be going at me so hard. That's why I just jumped on him. He already know how we going. He already know what it is with us. He probably hating on Bama in his sleep right now.
Man,
But,
that man woke up and stretched and fuck Bama.
I swear to God, I wouldn't be surprised.
Man.
But yeah, man. What else you want to talk about, man? What we got going on?
Man.
It's a celebration, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all show love to the birthday, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all show love to the birthday guy.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. And listen, if you ain't got it to send, I understand, but still hit that share button, still hit that like button, still slap the Eagle fans up, not named Philly. And yeah, if you do got it though, hit that cash app. It's $.
See, you know it's personal when he want to talk about my UFL team. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like it's personal then. You want to talk about the back champion Birmingham Stallions, bro. You gotta relax. You gotta relax, my boy.
Man, we ain't finna do this.
You gotta relax.
You know the World Hopscotch Championship mean more than that shit.
Now, as soon as Arkansas, if y'all got a sorry team, y'all win one, you gonna put some respect on it. I don't want to hear that.
Man, nobody cares about the UFL.
Back to back champions, okay?
The niggas in the UFL don't even care about the UFL, dog.
That's all I'm gonna say. The Cowboys care about them. Now say something.
Cowboys ain't won shit in 30 years. That's why they can't win shit, because they getting UFL players.
The Cowboys care about them.
The sorriness from the UFL done bled into the Cowboys. That shit contagious. They caught the sorry when they picked them niggas up.
He said, my people blocked you. Oh, Lord.
He said, I would show love his channel too, man. You got to spin over there and, you know, them niggas be just see.
I know I ain't blocked you, Philly, because I don't remember you saying that crazy. You probably just came in there and said, fly, eagle, fly or something, and they just got trigger happy. Wow.
He said, them niggas ass, Boss Man Fat, and DeAndre Baker was on them boys' ass the first week. Damn.
Man, quit that hate, man. Quit that hate. The first week, now we done won 2 in a row. See, you be watching, though, right? See, he be watching, though.
He said, them lying-ass Joneses. Thank you, too, TTV Caden. Thank you for tapping in and showing love, man.
Salute.
Man.
Tyrone Church stood on it and said the Cowboys do. They absolutely do, sir.
Dog, listen to me. The Cowboys don't do enough winning for that shit to count. That's y'all problem now. Y'all gonna be out this bitch with a defensive line full of UFL folks and wonder why you can't stop the run. Hey, shout out to Jamel, man, for the cash app, man. I thank you for the love and support, man.
Salute.
And
y'all
hey,
make sure y'all show love, man.
And hey, Lan, I know you got shit to do, man. So you do what you gotta do, man. So just what you gotta say to the folks on your way out, brother?
Hey, man, listen. We must go weapons first. You know what I'm saying? If you was ever born in a rough, rugged neighborhood, what you had to make sure you had before you left out that house?
That strap?
You had to make sure you had that fire on you, like we say down here. You gotta have that fire on you. And we gotta have some fire on us, and we gotta have us some weapons, man. We must have us some weapons, or we gonna get caught lacking out here, man. We don't want to get caught lacking out here, because that's what's been going on for the last couple years. Listen, I put my pride to the side. I toughed it up. I sucked it up and toughed it out with my team last year, even though they did something foolish, in my opinion. And I had to take it the whole year. I just had to deal with it. I'm not doing it this year, bro. I'm not doing it this year. If they go out here and do some foolishness, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be dialed out, because I'm not a pain freak. Hey, long live my brother D. I stole that quote from him. He used to always say, I'm not a pain freak. I'm not finna sit up here and let you just dog me out, do me wrong. No, sir. I'm not finna sit up here and take this. So I gotta get away from it. So listen, Cowboys, do us a favor. If you want to be competitive this year, you must go weapons. You must go weapons first this year, early. Now, if you trade back, don't trade back no further than 18, 20. You can still get Burden or Booker, and we'll be happy. All is well. Get you a second-round pick, and we can still be gangster. So just let me know what y'all want to do, man. Salute to everybody. Happy birthday, Hen Dog. And, hey, y'all show love, y'all support. We still here banging for y'all. So long as y'all here for us, we going to be here for y'all. Hey, we appreciate everybody, man. Salute. And you already know I'm landlord with the same handle. Hey, from Alabama, you know how it go. Holla at your boy.
And listen, before you leave, this nigga Truth said, I cannot believe you watch dog porn and get off. How?
Wow.
I want you to understand, It was not dog porn. It was actually a home video of your mama. She just ugly. It was on all fours. The bitch don't shave well enough. But that was actually your mama down there getting tore up like that. So I know you didn't recognize
Why you had
the
to
bitch.
keep me on here to be a part of that? I'm good.
I know your mama look any kind of way. I know God just threw her together. But you know, that wasn't a dog. That was actually your mama getting tore up. And you know, they passed that video around the neighborhood. And you a real country niggas when niggas used to have the donks and ride around play the flicks and shit. No, there was a nigga riding around playing the video of your ugly ass mama getting tore up, and that was her.
Or was it like Rico on Paid in Full? He just pulled up, put the flick on the block for the whole team, and it was his mom. That's crazy. But y'all, hey man, HTM didn't even have to make me a part of that. But hey, I appreciate y'all. Salute to the people. Salute, man. Y'all holla at your boy.
Hey man, I cuss niggas out. Drunk uncle. Hey, salute to my nigga landlord. Thank you for tapping in, man.
Already.
Yeah. Now see, landlord really set that nigga up for failure. Cause if I had just took the time to cuss out the Marcus Lawrence and shit, you know, I wouldn't have even had nothing left in the chamber. He said, well, it was a horrible flick. It was horrible. But yeah, I need my minds to go ahead and shoot truth. The truth is that nigga ain't shit. That's the truth. But yeah, man. Back to talking Dallas Cowboys football. I got a little bit more time to give y'all before I go enjoy my birthday with my people and family, man. Listen, y'all. I understand why Team Trenches loves the idea of getting an offensive line in the first round. I get it. I understand football. I understand you have to be solid up front to be able to win. You got to protect your quarterback, create running lanes, and all that other stuff. Right? But how you build an offensive line is just as important as actually building it. You cannot allocate all of your resources to one area and then be the same people to cry when other areas of your team come up short. You can't spend all the money on bullshit and wonder why you ain't got money to pay your bills. The Dallas Cowboys have spent an excess amount of resources on the offensive line. They've only drafted 2 wide receivers in the first round in 25 years. They've only drafted 1 defensive tackle in the last 20 in the first round. Right? And then you wonder why you got only 1 wide receiver that can get open. You wonder why your defensive line gets ran off the field every playoff game. You don't invest in other areas of your team. You don't use your premium picks on your defensive line enough. You don't spend premium picks for wide receivers enough. You don't spend premium picks on corners enough. You neglect and do not give out assets to any other position than an offensive line in the first round. And then you wonder why there's no other assets left to build your team up. It's the truth. I'm sorry. You can't spend everything on the offensive line and then cry about not having anything else. It is what it is. So you go offensive line and you pass up on a wide receiver. You cannot then turn around and complain when wide receivers aren't getting open. If you go offensive line and you pass up on one of these one techs, right? Let's say the best defensive tackle in the draft fell to you and you pass them for offensive line. You cannot then turn around and complain when your team gives up 180 yards on the ground. When you have opportunities to fix your defensive line, your skill positions, your corners, your safeties, your everything else, and you allocate those resources to a different area, you don't have the right at that point to complain about it. You don't have the right at that point. So guess what? We gonna see what the Dallas Cowboys do, man. Because we know they don't spend in free agency. We know they haven't made a lot of trades for premium players. So I really don't know how else you expect to fix your team without using the draft. And the lower you go in the draft when it comes to draft picks, the lower your chance of them developing into a great player becomes. There aren't a lot of 7th round pick players that blossom into stars. There aren't a lot of 6th round pick players or 5th round pick players that blossom into stars. Even though you will have a couple of exceptions right here, right? You'll have exceptions. But remember what I tell you. If you want to compete right now and you want to be better than 8 and 9 or 7 and 10, you got to go for 12, wide receiver, weapon to go to war. You can't go to war with a pea shooter and think you finna kill a nigga with a chopper. That's all I gotta say, man. It's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, and I'm out.